Communication. We do it every day, right? Whether it's verbal, nonverbal, whether it's in person or text or email or social media. But do we do it effectively? Have you ever found yourself when you're trying to get a message across that maybe it's received wrong? You've seen, I'm sure, those examples where one message starts in one place and it travels down 10 people, and one little variation here and there just keeps changing the message until it's received completely different. Well, I sent an email recently trying to communicate that something needed to be done at work. I was in a hurry and I was rushing, and it was a quick email just to get it out and see if we can just make sure that we all work together and have it done by the end of the day. It was very friendly. It was coming from a very friendly place. Unfortunately, it was received incorrectly. And I knew that the next day when I had several people kind of upset with how the tone came across. So it had me thinking, what's my responsibility in communicating effectively, whether it's through email or text, in person? So I thought I want to see if I could improve my effective communication skills. So I'd like to share 4 tips with you that I'm hoping will help you in certain situations. So number 1, I think one of the most important things to do to effectively communicate is know your audience. Know who you're talking to. Know what they do, what if it's a coworker, know what they do, some of their job duties. Maybe know what their interests or beliefs or something that you can connect with and you can engage with them so that they're just not feeling spoken to, but they're spoken with. So I think it's just really important to know your audience. You never want to come off as if you are way up here and they are down here, because nobody likes to be talked to that way. So make sure you know your audience. If it's a management and they're above you, make sure that you're speaking to them at that level as well. So effective communication, I think, is really, really important. It's just knowing who's your audience and what's the best way to effectively send that message so that it's received well. Number 2, be mindful of your behaviors. Be mindful of your body language. Be mindful of your tone if you are emailing. It is okay if you're emailing to say, I'm in a really big hurry. I'm so sorry. I'm rushing out the door. However, can we please just make sure, I know we are all so busy and I'm so thankful everybody is helping out, but we just need to make sure that this is being covered at the end of the day. That would have been received a lot better if I had done that in my original email, but it was a quick kind of too rushed email. So make sure that you are being mindful. If you're standing in front of somebody, make sure your body language is not coming off stress or tense or angry, or that's what they're going to be focusing on instead of what words you are actually saying. So make sure that you are in a calm, relaxed, body kind of language, so that that's what they feel, so that they don't focus on that. They only focus on what the message is. Number 3, make sure you are clear and straightforward though with your message. If something needs to be done, or you're feeling a certain way, or something is going on, just make sure that you are articulate with your words and that you are actually conveying the specific thing that either needs to be done or heard or felt or whatever the message may be. Just make sure you are clear and straightforward, and that whatever you say, you mean. Like they say, mean what you say what you mean. So just make sure you're clear and straightforward and you know the message that you are trying to say. Number 4, just make sure that you listen. Listen is one of the most important communication skills you can have. Listen at the end to, when you're done, give them a chance for feedback. Feedback is actually a really great tool to have. Ask for the feedback. Listen to them. Listen to them to understand and not just to respond. Make sure you repeat, I hear what you're saying. I, and use the word I, not you, I hear that this is what you feel would be beneficial, or maybe that this would be done in a more productive way if we did it this way. Or I hear that you're saying that you're feeling very frustrated or overwhelmed. For example, if somebody came to me at work and said, you are not recruiting enough to cover our staff. it would put me on a defensive mode because I work very hard and I am trying very hard, and that would make me extremely frustrated. However, if management came to me and said, I would like to increase our recruitment, I would like to build our staff, how do you think we can do that? What are some of your tips? Or can you think of something that we can do to maybe generate more advertisement or more this? But if they came to me and said, you're not doing this, it kind of puts it back on the person. So make sure if you're speaking to someone that you are using the word I feel, I would like, so that they don't feel attacked. So number one, just make sure you know your audience. Number two, be mindful of your body language or your tone, whether it's text or email. Number three, be clear and straightforward on your message. And number four, listen and return. And those are my helpful tips and tricks, and I hope they help you out as well. Have a good day.